News, and welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions news. Yes, it's been a little while since I last posted, and yes, I've got a slight tan. It's not an impressive tan, like, let's face it. I'm not going to be able to change my pigment very well. I'm still Casper the Friendly Friggin' Ghost. But I've got a little bit of tan to me, so I will take that until it washes away, and then I just get on with my life. But let's just have a little bit of a roundup of some of the stories that have been hitting us most over the last week. And also do bear in mind there'll be another Marvel Contest of Champions news tomorrow. Hopefully a little bit more fresher than this one. The first thing to really point out, and the first story, is all about alliances. Joining an alliance should be a very kind of painless process, especially from the point of donating, which obviously for a lot of alliances, they need those donations in order to access things like Alliance Quest. More so when it comes to top tier alliances. Now, Kabam must feel there's an exploit somewhere that, well, the currencies are being exploited, as the case may be. And so therefore there's an extended grace period of joining an alliance. So for example, if you see some random, just freshly joined alliance member and there's an extensive amount of donations there, then it could be something to do with fraudulent activity. It is very hard to pinpoint if that is indeed the case, but it's an exploit that Kabam want to stop in its tracks. Next up, an exciting 24.0 news, and the fact that we've got a new update coming next week. We've got a lot of things that are changing. Well, a lot of positive things that are going to be added into the game. Some bug fixes for a lot of players have not been addressed, and it still is something that I'm not really happy about when I've heard stories of people that have posted things in forums that have been very dissecting of certain circumstances. But at the same time, it is the case that those posts have been deleted, and it's something I will cover in another video. The fact that having a say on something is not there. Having a voice is important on the forums, but at the same time, when you seem to pick up something that maybe Kabam aren't exactly picking up on, then you, as a member of the community, as a voice, are cancelled out very quickly. But in that sea of negativity, there is some good that comes about from this. And in particular, the special 98-day appreciation calendar. Something that, hey, look, summoner appreciation should be an ongoing thing. And if this is something that Kabam plan to do, this kind of rewarding the loyalty that you as a player have to the game. And let's face it, a lot of us have been playing non-stop for 4 years. I don't even think that I've missed a day of playing, unless you count scheduled maintenance, or the day when it was Secret Empire forever and no one could get into the bloody game. That was a thing, so I guess for a lot of us it is a case we have missed 1 day. Very valuable rewards are going to be really important for you to go and grab, so make sure you're logging in. It is important and imperative that you make sure you log in today, Sunday, and then ongoing. It's a case you have to log in on July 1st, but mainly to do with July 1st. There's something to talk about, like the way that you how you log in, which day you log in. All information is here at the moment if you want to find out. Link is in the description below. Currently, it seems that Kabam are tightening up a lot of things, including their policies, not just to do with those exploits that we've talked about at the first part of the story in Marvel Contest Champions news today, but also the fact that tightening up other areas is important for them, especially as a business, looking into certain things like refund policies. So if you're familiar with the way that things kind of work, in that you say you buy something, the kind of grace period of going, I purchased something in-game and it was an accident. You've had it before. There's stories of parents letting kids have their tablets and they're purchasing stuff. And you're then like, well, that's not fair. I didn't purchase that. So therefore you go to Apple, you go to Google and you say, right, well, unfortunately that was purchased in error, and then you get a refund. Those things will kind of change nowadays. So it's all about, you're really going to have to make sure that if you didn't want to purchase something, just don't purchase it, as the refund policy isn't going to be working as you would like for you as a consumer. In an ongoing effort to do things with safeguarding, it looks like Kabam have introduced some sort of contest credit scheme, and that kind of works out if you buy in game, you then refund, then you'll put into a negative base type of credit, which allows you to not purchase. So it's not allowing you to purchase anything in game with real money, and the way that balance has then got to be topped up in order to then allow yourself to repurchase again. I think it just goes down to that point of what we were saying before. Like, they're trying to safeguard themselves as a business, but I don't think this is going to sit well with other players. It's good in some ways because it does then allow the blocking of things like fraudulent activity, and may and could even lead back to us having the gifting badge returned, which could be some sort of positive for players, but it isn't exactly being well received by the community. For more information, do check the link in the description. It'll give you a full detail and full rundown of the extent of the changes that are going to be made and whether or not this will affect you if you are a paying person in the game. Also, it looks like an extensive amount of bug fixes are being implemented, especially around certain champions. But at the same time, there's a lot that are not on this list. Now, I will formulate probably in tomorrow's Marvel Contest of Champions news other bugs that have been there for a long time, still not being considered to be looked at, but it is very much champion specific for a lot of them. Some really odd ones to kind of point out, but there's some good ones. Okay, the good one that I really like seeing is Guillotine. I'm a big fan of Guillotine, as you know from several videos, that I love that champion, and seeing a fix is really darn important. You've also got fixes when it comes to Medusa. Things that are really important as well for people with key champions. Domino's been looked at, Omega Red's been looked at. These are all important ones as well. So yes, all positive. Go to the link in the description to check out if your champion is among the list of ones that are being sorted out. Next up, and we celebrate the year of, or commemorate the year of the Realm of Legends being completed by Brutal DLX. So what I'm hoping is that the great Brutal DLX gods can send me a 5-star thing. That would be nice. It would be nice if I don't think these are Cavaliers. I think they're Grandmasters, but still. It would be nice to see that. And it's just a 3-star. I'm sure everyone else got a 3-star. If anybody got something fantastic, put it in the comment section below. I hope you did. And a final bit of roundup news is that we've got the featured crystal. Now, Kabam haven't been actually announcing these, and it will be a case that these will more likely be data mined. So we'll be having these on the Marvel Contest of Champions news and letting you know what is up and what is next. The fact is, we've got a big smorgasbord of champions, some that are fairly new, and also some bit kind of like squiffy ones, which is a normal practice with a featured. The squiffy ones, for example, are Venom Pool, Rocket Raccoon, Hulkbuster. We've got, well, Ant-Man has his usage, and there's a few other ones as well. I can go too much deep into the kind of criticism because I know one man's trash or one woman's trash is another man or woman's treasure. So it is important to kind of not go too much ham into criticism. But the fact is there are some good champions in there. You've got Namor, which everybody wants to get. Wasp, Doctor Strange is a bit of an iffy one, but I'm sure that people will find some love there for that champion. Now, this is a good champion, but I feel he's gone very quiet of late. You've got your Cull Obsidian, you've got Ebony Moore, which is Ebony Meh. Human Torch is alright. Then again, you know, got Ronan. All the newer ones are there. Blade making an appearance in it. Sabretooth, Wasp, good champions. Doc Ock, Nebula. We've then got Colossus, obviously based on improvements that could be coming later on. It could be a good steal. Guillotine's up there, it's quite good. Captain Marvel, although I think the movie version does overshine that. And Cull, you know, Cull Obsidian's the one that everyone wants to get, as well as Namor. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Those are your featured that will be going live soon. So there we have it. That has been your Marvel Contest of Champions news roundup because, well, there's a lot of stories that need to be covered, but that will probably be tomorrow's. But at least I've rounded up a few of them that have been here for the last week. That's just going to give information if you haven't already seen or heard anything. Go to the links in the description if you want more information on the stuff we discussed. Also, look out for a very impromptu live stream and maybe another live stream with Katie Candy, which could be playing Apex Legends on this channel. So I'll let you know if that's happening. We're trying to plan this together. It's going to be very last minute. I may be quite stressed from obviously coming back from holiday and kind of planning what I'm going to do next with the channel. So I may be having a drink or two. But either way, I shall hopefully see you then. Have a great day, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.